Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Donna Nelson, founder of Adopt a Single Mom Project, and this is the evening that we're listening to single mom stories in celebration of our 8th annual Christmas gift drive. This is our Wishes of Love opportunity to gift working single moms here in northeastern Pennsylvania with gifts especially for her at Christmas. We started this gift drive in 2017 with the desire to uplift working single moms who often go under-recognized, under-resourced, underappreciated for all the things that she does, raising our next generation of children on her own often, with limited resources, often not even qualifying for any kinds of subsidies or government support simply because she's working and earns too much money. And I was that working single mom. And in 2017, when I was looking for some way to give back to the community, I wanted to support women who were like me, who were working, had minimal support system, whether it was social support, emotional support, financial support, and to be able to give them the opportunity to be recognized and supported during the holiday season. So this is our 8th year of getting to gift working single moms. So she has presents to open with her kiddos under the tree at Christmas. In the first 7 years, we've gifted nearly 1,000 single moms across 7 counties here in northeastern Pennsylvania. So if you're listening to this and you know a single mom who lives in any PA, or you are one and you live in Luzerne, Lackawanna, Wyoming, Wayne, Susquehanna, Pike, or Monroe counties, please go to our website, adoptasinglemom.org/Christmas. and tap on Nominate and nominate yourself to receive presents this Christmas. If you have a heart for single moms and you know they deserve so much more than they are getting and they have right now, please make a donation. We raise $100 for each mom. We take half of that and buy presents. We shop locally. And then the other half, we get her, this year the moms are getting a $50 Walmart gift card, so that they can get necessities or buy something for herself, whatever that she needs, maybe for personally for her household or for her kiddos to help just fill in the gaps. So you can make a donation of any amount on our website, or if you're watching this on the replay on Facebook, you can go to the post and just click on the link to donate. But you can go to adoptasinglemom.org/Christmas and just tap the donate button. Any amount, but $100 is what we raise for each mom. Any dollar amount that you donate will go to that next mom on the list. So tonight, as I mentioned, I'm going to be sharing stories of single moms who have been nominated to receive gifts from us. So, right now, we have over 100 moms already on our list, and I'm excited to share with you the donations that have come in the last 24 hours or so, and the moms that we've read their stories for last night. Tonight, I'm going to read 3 or 4 more news stories of moms, and the reason that we do that is because single moms who follow us love to hear the stories of other women. It can be cathartic to get to hear your story, hear it shared out with others. For those of us who've already been on the journey or on the journey now as women raising children on our own, we love hearing the stories of other moms also. In some way, it makes us feel better that we're not alone in our journey. And as part of our advocacy for single moms who work, we want to share this with the community. We want you to know what it is really like in real life for single moms. We want to debunk the stigma, and we also want you to know the challenges, but also the successes and how great some of our moms are doing. So it's always difficult. I don't care what kind of support system you have. If you're a single mom and you're the primary caregiver, whether you're a foster mom, whether you're a grandmom raising them, or like Angela, an aunt raising her nieces and nephews, single moms come to life in all kinds of ways. Maybe she's a widow, maybe she's divorced, maybe she's like me who chose solo parenting. It doesn't really matter how we got here, or what that life has looked like, or the journey along the way. The fact is that single parenting as a mom who works is difficult. So regardless of how much money you make, regardless of your current support system, it has lots of challenges. So we're sharing the stories so that you can hear what it's like in a broad sense for women across our region, who've given us permission to share her stories. So the 4 moms, or 3 or 4 mom stories that I'm going to read tonight, they've given us permission to share their stories so that you can hear what it's like in the life of a single mom in our community, and why we are so passionate about uplifting and supporting these moms. And you'll hear that in their stories and how deserving they are. And so we want you to support that with us, so that she can have some presents open on Christmas too. Because it's not just for her, it's because her kids love seeing her have presents and being edified and uplifted and supported also in ways that they would like to, but they can't because they don't have money or don't have other resources of ways to be able to get presents for her. So it's a really beautiful experience. And we're just super grateful to be in our 8th year, being able to do this and having the community support that we do, to keep doing it over and over and over again. So, hello, Leah. So good to see you. I miss you. Thank you for your donation, you beautiful human. Angela, hello. Tanya, hi. Please say hi. I want to say hi to all of you. Hi, Sarah. I see you up there. There's 3 ways that you can support our Christmas gift drive. Hi, Hallie. Thank you so much. You can nominate a single mom if she lives in any PA and is the primary caregiver, and she's working. You can come and volunteer with us. We need volunteers. Hi, Tanya. I'm so glad to have you here. We'll be here every night, sharing stories of single moms who've been nominated for our Christmas gift drive. So just for everyone's information, I will be through Sunday this week, 8 p.m. every night, coming back to share stories. So please plan to come and join me, but I will post reminders. So volunteers, we need help with volunteering to shop for the moms, to gift wrap, and to deliver the presents. All of those festivities start December 1st. And different ones are phased in based on what we need between then and about the 23rd of December. So if you'd love to volunteer, even just for a couple of hours, one time, whatever it is, you can sign up to volunteer. Registration for volunteering is open until November 30th. So you'll have to do it before then if you want to come and volunteer with us. And you can find that on our website also. At adoptasinglemom.org/Christmas, and there's a button there somewhere to volunteer. So, and it's also on this Facebook page as well with this video. So once we're done, you can go back and easily find the link in the post. Oh, drop my paper. So, and then the third thing is donations. So we have nominations already. We can't shop without the money. All of the way that this initiative gets supported is fully with community donations. So for the first $100 that comes in, it goes to the first mom that is nominated. So this is a community effort from beginning to end. Our goal this year is to gift 300 moms. That is more than we've ever gifted before. The most we've gifted in years past is 201 years. So we know that there's a huge need based on the nominations that we end up getting every year. And we always run out of money before we're able to gift all of the moms that have been nominated. So there are more than 13,000 working single moms here in NEPA. And we're just hitting a fraction of them with our Christmas gift drive. And it would just be great to be able to gift more of them this year. So you can help us with that by nominating one so we know who she is, making a donation. Like I said, we raise $100 for each mom, but you can donate any amount. It'll just go toward the 100 for the next mom on the list. And by coming and volunteering, because if we have the money and we have the moms, but we don't have the volunteers to shop and wrap and deliver, then it's not going to happen. So as I mentioned, it's a community effort. It all happens because of you and for our single moms. So I said this last night, so I'm just going to say it every night to make sure that I'm covering the bases and ensuring that we don't damage anybody. What I mentioned last night, because of the mom stories that I was reading, is that if hearing sad stories, if hearing about loss, hearing about hardships that other people are going through, is something you're sensitive to, then I would encourage you to not listen to these stories, to just like our video, sign up to donate, share it out with somebody on your timeline, on social media, tag somebody that cares about single moms, do your part to help spread the word for us. But we don't want to trigger anyone emotionally, cause any further trauma by listening to some of these stories, which are traumatic. And I say that because we want to share the real life stories and experiences of our working single moms. They've given us permission to do that. We know that it's important that the community understands the challenges that single moms, families face, because we want to be part of the solution to provide what they need to help close the gaps, to support them so they can thrive. And one of the fun things that we get to do this time of year to let her know that she is cared for, that she is seen, that her community does care, even though the rest of the year maybe she feels isolated and like she's pulling the weight of the world on her shoulders. We get to show up with gifts just for her, to uplift her and let her know that she's cared about. And so when we read these stories, and we know that we're going to get to gift this mom and let her know that she's special, despite all the shit that she might be going through or has gone through this year, it means the world to us. And we know that it makes a positive impact, if not just for a day, to lift her spirits. So you can help us do that by making a donation or coming and volunteering and being part of that amazing experience. So, all right, so I'm going to read these stories. So there was my disclaimer. Let me just say hi to whoever is hop back on. Hi, Anna. Said you look very nice. Oh, that is just super sweet. Thank you. All right, Sarah, hey. All right. I've said hi to everybody that has hopped in the chat. All right, so we're going to read these stories. So first story is, I don't know why it seems dark in here. My eyes are just getting worse. Oh, Billy Joe, hi. I knew that name for a reason. I remember from last year. Oh my goodness, so great to see you. Amani, hi. Thanks everybody for saying hi. Miss you, Billy Joe. You should come to our mom's night out. We have space for one more family. Oh, before I read the stories, I'm slowing down for a second on the Christmas. I have to share this with you. Billy Joe just reminded me. So Mom's Night Out, it's our last one for the year. So if you don't know, we host monthly events. We're a year-round organization. Our Christmas gift drive is just our largest philanthropic outreach for single moms this time of year. It's how we started and how I founded it. And since then, we do things year-round to support working single moms, socially, emotionally, connecting them with resources, and so forth. So one of those activities is a monthly Mom's Night Out. And we do different things throughout the year, but it's mostly social. But for this month, we're doing a Thanksgiving feast and social, and it's a family event. Most Mom's Night Out are just for the moms to get a night out, to get away from the kiddos, to separate from mom life. But this one we did a similar thing last year where we had a Thanksgiving meal together, and we're doing a pop-up food market. So we're getting 25 different varieties of produce donated by Kegel's Produce out of Lancaster. We have all of the kids that are coming, age 5 and older, are getting an ice skating pass to the Penguins ice skating rink in Wilkes-Barre. This event is in Wilkes-Barre at the Penguins ice skating rink on Cole Street. And Tux is coming, the team mascot, to meet the kids, and the rest of us. And all of the moms are going. There's still another thing I'm forgetting. I don't know what it is right now. I mean, I have something here I want to share with you about it that I haven't shared yet. But we're just thrilled to be able to feed our families, come together as families, which we don't get to do enough throughout the year, and be able to send each family home with bags of groceries, fresh produce, turkeys, I don't know, whatever else there's going to be there that we come up with between now and next Thursday. But for sure, it's going to be canned goods and dry goods and stuff that would go with Thanksgiving, in addition to this pop-up market where moms are going to get to just grab bags and go through and pick and choose things that, their family would enjoy. And it's like walking into Wegmans. And so I'm excited about that. But there's more. So one of our amazing supporters is a realtor, and she had a client who just sold their house and took part of the proceeds from selling the house, $1,500 of it, and gave it to us. And so that's a big stinking deal. But when I went to, we did a picture and so forth with the seller and with Jessica, and she gave me a tour of her new office, which is so incredibly amazing. She's just so talented and such a beautiful high vibe space. And she has these amazing things that she gives her clients, and she's sharing some with us. So all of you who are coming to Mom's Night Out, guess what's in this beautiful box? Look at this. To go with your food and your Thanksgiving meal, all of you are getting a beautiful cutting board for all that fresh produce. Compliments of Team Jessica Scalota from eXp Realty here in Luzerne County. So I'm just excited to share all that with all of you, but it's so beautiful, isn't it? A beautiful cutting board. So, all right, so there's that too, in addition to all the other goodies. So we have I think there's like four spots left. So I would say like for one family, and if you don't have to bring your kids. Like it's like, for single moms. So if your kids are off doing other activities or somewhere else doing something else, then just come. You don't have to have your kids with you. But if you do, bring them. Okay. So, and if you're not sure how to register, there's an event on our Facebook page for Mom's Night Out, and you can go and get signed up. I may have to close it though later tonight because we're at capacity. Like we only have room for 75 bodies. All right. So back to the regularly scheduled business of our Wishes of Love Christmas gift drive and sharing single mom stories. So I'm going to share single mom story number 1. Okay. Hi, Lynn. Welcome back. Okay. So this so yesterday we read 4 stories. This is mom number 5. And we're reading the stories in the order of which they were nominated. So this is Lanie. And Lanie says, she's also one of our club members. And she says, yay, I survived my first year of being a single mom and not feeling super stressed about just making it through each day or month. Now comes the hard work of realizing that parenting my kiddo alone while running my own business that brings about change in my community is completely exhausting. My work as a healer means I spend a lot of time holding space for other moms and then come home to do my best to my kind and sensitive 7-year-old son. It feels like there is barely ever time for me to take a moment to decompress. Without any family support and limited social network in the area, it is very easy to feel isolated and alone. Each day, I see how I am surviving better emotionally than others, but it still takes a huge toll on my reserves. I often feel completely drained and wonder, how long can I continue at this pace? It is easy to feel lost as to how to make sure I am taking care of myself so I can set a good example for my kiddo. I think every mother could relate to so much of that around pushing ourselves to be our best, to do our best, but still being depleted almost constantly if you ever feel like you even get to your reserves. So we definitely want to honor and uplift Lanie and celebrate her for her courageous move to single mom life. I'm just really proud of her. When we have the option, like we always have the option, right? And we step into our courage and step out of what might have been comfortable or frightening to think about what ifs. It really is just very liberating. Like, as hard as it was for me going through my divorce and being single and struggling financially, I wouldn't change that for anything. No way. I love, love, love having the freedom of being single and solo parenting. So it's not for everybody, but it definitely was for me. So, all right. So here is number 2, mom number 2. So this is another Luzerne County mom who works full time. This is Tammy. And Tammy says, I've been a sole parent from the day my daughter was born. It wasn't supposed to be that way, but that's how it turned out. I have one child, she's 5. I work in social services with adolescents in foster care in need of permanent homes. It's a lot of travel, and some nights it feels impossible to get mom duty completed by bedtime. It's homework, dinner, packing a snack, bathing, story time, then bedtime, and then everything else. My daughter calls them my chores. She knows that once she goes to bed, I eat, do laundry, clean, prep my work stuff, shower, and get our clothes ready for the next day. On nights she wakes up needing extra cuddles, she'll wander downstairs and ask if I'm done with my chores yet. I get to bed between 11 and midnight most nights. And then 6:45 a.m., I'm up to start getting us ready for school and work. My daughter plays a sport and is part of Girl Scouts. I try to involve her in things she wants to do outside of school because honestly, all of my work and effort are to ensure she has a good life. There's so much stigma surrounding being a single mom. I usually opt for sole parent to make my role the primary focus rather than my relationship status. Such a good point. I love it. My current struggles are mostly financial and time constraints. I'd love to be able to spend more time with my daughter, playing or just hanging out. I wish it weren't always rushing to get to the next thing checked off my list. Does anybody else feel that way? I feel like, as a single mom, we do overcompensate when we can in making sure our kids are in all the enrichment activities and have all the extra and do all the things. And then it's pure exhaustion for everybody. I mean, I remember doing that. I can't even tell you, doing the McDonald's drive-through, because in Mountaintop where I am, it's literally at the time was the only fast food restaurant, on the way home. And packaged food, McDonald's to just get by. When we were just running between me being in school, me working, my son being in activities, whatever it was. And you do all of those things to make sure that they have a better life than you did. At least that's what we think, right? And it can be depleting, like Lanie said, just trying to protect our reserves. And so give these moms some love. If you can totally relate to that, share it in the comment. They're probably here watching this, hearing their story, and you relating to that or giving them a high five or something to encourage them really means the world. So it's really admirable for these moms who are doing it completely alone, like I did, like Tammy does. It's challenging. There's no one to lean back on to say hey, I'm going to run to the store. Can you just hang out with the kids, for a bit and just leave? It's not like that when they're 5. They're going everywhere with you. All right. So here's the next mom. All right. So this is the third mom. And then I'm just going to answer some questions. So if any of you have questions about the Christmas gift drive, how something is working, or what to expect, please post them so I can answer them before we hop off here, because I've had a couple since last night that I'm just going to throw out there, or one that I haven't answered yet from earlier. Okay, so here's the next mom. Mom number 3. This is the 7th mom who was nominated. And this is Willow. She's a Luzerne County mom who's working full time. And this is her story that she's given us permission to share. She says, I'm a mom of a 10-year-old little boy who is my absolute world. As a single working mom, I am constantly faced with the struggle of managing my time. I find it difficult to work full time as well as side jobs, spend as much time as possible with my son, and maintain the household, said every single mom. Many times, I am unable to attend social events due to lack of time I have available. For the most part, I am isolated in my home as it is hard to maintain friendships due to my availability. Totally relate to that. That was me 100%. While I would not change my situation for the world as being a single mom, there are many times that I am finding myself struggle with this financially, mentally, and emotionally. I'm constantly trying to be the best mom, worker, daughter, and friend, but there are only so many hours in the day. So relatable, so relatable. So, all right, so that was 3 stories. Do you want to hear one more? Because I have a couple of other things that I want to share with you. So share in the comments. I have one more story that I could read if you want to hear another story yet tonight. Let me know. We'll see how many people say they're interested in hearing another story. Otherwise, we'll save it for tomorrow night. I'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. and every day the rest of this week through Sunday, sharing more single mom stories, giving updates on moms that have been funded. Oh, I don't have them here. Shoot. They're over on the other desk. So I'm waiting for you to share whether or not you want to hear some more stories. I just wanted to give a shout out to the donations that we got in the last 24 hours or so. So thank you to Sue, to Alistair, to Leah, and to John for making donations to gift our single moms. Right now, we have $1,225 in donations. So that means the first 12 moms on our list are already gifted. How cool is that? So that means the moms who I read last night and the moms who I read tonight are already receiving gifts. Plus 5 more or 4 more if I read this story right now. Haley, more, yes. Kendra, hi, Kendra. Susan, hi. All right, Sarah, yes. Okay, I'm on a yes. All right, I'm going to read one more. This is the last one for tonight. Thank you for being here and letting me share them because, I love sharing them. Okay, so this is a mom from Lackawanna County who works full-time, a mom who I know that has been part of our world for a couple of years. So she's giving us permission to share her story. Thank you, Sarah. All right, so this is what Sarah has shared with us. She says, here we go again. I'm beyond grateful for the past 2 years of you picking me to be nominated. I was hoping last year would have been my last year, but sadly, the past 2 years were terrible, but this year has been brutal. I'm a single mom, daughter whom is 14. I work at Chewy Warehouse on light duty because I have a spinal tumor that is inoperable. I live with the constant pain every day. It's awful. This year has been terrible. On January 9, I lost my grandmother to pancreatic cancer. February 19th, I lost my uncle to COVID complications. On March 29, I lost the only father and male role model in my life whom raised me, my stepdad, with heart and cancer complications. Then we had to put down my cat on April 6th. Then on May 14th, I lost my grandfather to heart complications. I thought it would stop there, but it didn't. My mom called from Florida to tell me she had cancer. Then to put the icing on the cake, I had an abnormal pap and a pre-cervical cancer scare. I really felt as if my world was crashing down all around me. My daughter is still grieving and it isn't getting any better. Her grandfather was practically her dad. With the everyday struggles of the real world and all the sadness and loss, I really felt like giving up. This year and the holidays are going to be so tough on us. We are kind of in a void where it's just another day. We don't want to face the holidays alone, but have no choice. I'm so glad I have my daughter because she keeps me sane and together. So this Christmas would be so much better if I had something to open on Christmas Day, since all my loved ones are gone. And so is the spirit of Christmas. Although seeing my daughter open her presents will be enough to put a smile on my face, having something special that someone picked out for me would be great and make me feel special. This year will get better. I firmly believe it. So thank you again, Donna, for reading my story yet again. I hope to be a volunteer next year. Whew. So like I said, I know this mama, and it's been a really hard couple of years. And I know some of you, whatever our struggles are, is not to diminish our struggles, but there's always someone who is struggling harder because life just happens. And sometimes it just happens in clumps like this that just make getting up in the morning harder. And you know what I know about this beautiful mama is that I bet almost nobody at her work even knows it, because she is a sparkling light and smiling and looks happy and dresses the part every stinking day. But nobody knows what's going on the inside, right? And is why it's so important for all of us to have that heart and compassion, because we never know what's going on with any of us, right? Unless you know this beautiful soul, you wouldn't know. And so it's important that we as a collective do continue to support and uplift. And thank you for your beautiful comments of support for Sarah, because she's here and I know that she loves and appreciates it, and she needs it right now, as you know. And I'm so thrilled for our donors who are making it possible that we get to show up at her doorstep right before Christmas and get to share presents just for her. So thank you all for making that possible. And like I said, I put in my disclaimer, these stories can be hard, whether it's something that's happening with us personally or something that has happened around us that has made it really hard. So that's what Susan says. Oh, Amani, thank you for that. Susan says, that's one strong mom, and I believe this will get better for you. Yes, let's keep sending all that positive energy to her. Listen, here's what I have seen is that when we feel supported and we feel uplifted and we know that people are in our corner, it breathes life into us. That is literally what this Christmas gift drive is about. It is about us uplifting moms, breathing some life into them, because life has its challenges and can feel like a struggle, especially when you're doing it alone as a sole parent, like Sarah, like I did, like Willow, like who was the other mom's story that I read? And like Tammy, sole parenting. No co-parenting, no I'll drop them off so I can, go do whatever. So let's all keep the faith and continue to have compassion toward each other, not just here, but in the community, because you don't know what that person that you're interacting with is going through, so including yourselves. We know that to be true for you too. So, all right, everyone. So it's been amazing being here with you again tonight. Again, if this is if you're just hopping on, maybe you're catching the end of this. This is our 8th annual Wishes of Love Christmas Gift Drive, where we get to honor and uplift working single moms here in Northeastern Pennsylvania by giving her presents to open under the tree at Christmas with her kiddos, so they can see that she's being edified and cared for and lifted up by her community. We raise $100 for each mom. You can donate any amount, you can go to our website, adoptasinglemom.org/Christmas, and you can nominate a single mom. You can make a donation of any amount and support more than one mom if you want to. You can come and volunteer with us. We need volunteers. So whether you want to come a couple of hours or come the whole season with us. The festivities start December 1st, where we start shopping and wrapping, and then mid-December, we start delivering those presents. And on our website at adoptasinglemom.org/Christmas, you can also, you'll see the button to volunteer on our Christmas page. You can sign up to volunteer until November 30th. So if you're thinking about it, sign up. You can figure out where you want to and when you want to later. All right. So, Amani says, that's me. I'm a single parent of 3 and no help. It's hard. I love this group. It definitely brings hope in my life. Thank you. Here we are. All right. So I had one question about the Christmas gift drive. And it was about, will someone reach out to me if I'm nominated? The answer to that is yes, most definitely. So if you have been nominated and we have, and you meet our criteria and we have raised enough money based on where you are on the list, to gift you, a volunteers around mid-December will be reaching out to you to schedule a delivery. We do not just drop off gifts. We make sure they are handed off to the mom, so we can't, we're not going to drop them off to just leave them on your porch. We're not going to show up randomly. We're going to show up when it's convenient for you. And you have to be there. We can drop them off at your work. We'll meet you in a parking lot somewhere, which I've done lots of times. So kind of wherever it is most preferred for you, where you feel the safest and is the most convenient. But you can work that out with the volunteer when they call. They're there to accommodate you when it's good for you. But yes, we will definitely call to make arrangements to schedule the delivery if you are gifted. But you won't hear anything about that unless you know, of course, like I'll use Sarah as an example because she's here tonight. She knows she's being gifted and she knows one of us is going to be calling because she knew that was her story. She heard her name. She heard me say that, you know, she's going to be gifted because we've got the donations in, but that's not going to be the case for most of the moms. So that's how that's going to work. If you have any other questions, share them in the thread. We'll come back and answer them so that everybody can have the opportunity to see the answers also. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for your support. Please share this out on your timeline if you're comfortable doing that so you can help spread the word for us. And we can give more moms this Christmas and hit our goal of 300. So thank you. See you tomorrow night. Good night.